We're here today to answer three big questions. First of all, is the nature sector ready for green finance? What are the barriers? What's holding us back from grasping this opportunity? And finally, we're here to just look at how we can all work together to make sure that we can make green finance come for nature recovery in the future.
There are three main sectors involved in this. There's the private sector, there's the public sector, the government, let's say, and then the NGO sector. So it's really about bringing them together and talking about the issues. How do we work together to bring in new financing for private sector funding to do more restoration more quickly?
It's about joining together both concepts of peatlands conservation and restoration for people, for the planet, and for our climate, and for our future.
The conservation sector must be ready. And similar to all of us that are just working on the climate, nature, and pollution emergency, we just need to get to work. It's not going to be perfect, and we'll learn by doing, but we really need to urgently scale up, connect up, and also just be confident that we can trust each other to share the right information to actually make the transformation needed for our climate and nature needs.
There's been huge progress over the last 5 years or so. So when I spoke today, I mentioned the 2019 Green Finance Strategy from the government, mentioned nature 22 times. The 2023 Green Finance Strategy, 222 times. And I think that just reflects the growing interest in conservation finance.
Some money, you're getting your restoration done, and you've got an income stream linked to the global carbon market every single year for the next 55 years. I think the main challenge is going to be around trust on either side. The private sector is probably slightly more transactional in nature and wants a carefully structured proposal put to it with, lots of data and monitoring attached to it. The third sector is maybe a little suspicious of the private sector and what the motivations are. So it is a collision of two worlds actually, but there's a win-win in there somewhere.
For the conservation sector, I think the important thing is that we are really clear collectively about where and what we need green finance to invest in. And for us to do that on a consistent basis, we need to get behind the concept of the nature recovery network at a national level and the building blocks of that, which are the local nature recovery strategy.
We might be able to overcome that through temporal or spatial separation.
We haven't really brought the finance community to the landowner to explain in their terms what this market's about. So I think by bringing the conservation sector, the finance sector and the landowners together to have that conversation should enhance that understanding.
We need to be getting more resources in for nature. We need to be targeting them better. They need to be bigger in scale, and we need to collaborate and join those resources up. And if we can do that, and if we can simplify the markets, and if we can enable that connection between those who want to sell and those who want to buy, with credible teams that can deliver real restoration on the ground, then we can turn around the fortunes of our peatlands.